and welcome to a new episode on my channel. Today I'm gonna talk about the new build I did. It's a line of sight quad on a pretty special frame. The reason why I did this, I just wanted to increase the visibility in the air if you fly a quad line of sight. The frame you can see here is usually a frame you don't use for line of sight quads or for any kind of freestyle or acrobatic quads. This frame usually is used in this position here and upside down, and you use it with camera equipment for smooth drone footage, but definitely not for aerobatics. But I got this frame for free from my brother, and I decided to try to make it possible to use it as a line of sight quad. So first decision I had to do if I'm gonna use the stock electronics which were mounted on the frame. These were pretty big Hobby King motors, only 10 amp ESCs from Hobby Wing, and all the wiring was a lot of cables inside this frame, and I decided to take off all these components because I had no idea if this would work, and I better trust in current components for a quad like this. So first it was time to disassembling the whole frame, take out all the electronics. All the plates, top plate and bottom plate of the frame were painted, so I had to remove all the paint, which was a bit pain in the ass, but it was worth it because it looks cleaner in my opinion like this. I also removed some weight, so I cut the arms. There are some stands originally on this side here. I cut them all off to make it possible to flip the frame upside down and put the motors on the lower side of the arms. Then I also cut all the plates, top plate and bottom plate, also to remove some weight. In comparison to the stock components and stock frame, I was able to take off around 140 grams of weight. For example, only the motors, all four motors together, were around 96 grams of weight, and then all the stuff I cut off the frame was the rest of the weight. Then I had to decide what components I'm gonna put in. I decided to go with a Fortini F4 flight controller and old Cicada 35 amp 4-in-1 ESC. The motors are the YS 2206 with 2600 kVs. The final props I use are from Mr. Steel. These are the Ethics Melon props, and they work pretty fine. I had to go to 5-inch props instead of 7-inch props, just because of the 7-inch props. They are way too flexible and they caused a lot of vibrations, and the FC totally freaked out with the 7-inch props. It would look nicer with the 7-inch props, but it was simply not flyable like this. So I had to do the change to the 5-inch props, but the result is great. It flies really awesome. The LEDs, which also already were glued onto the frame, I keep them just because I also wanna go fly in the dark. We will see how good this works. These are 12 volts LEDs, so I had to build in a pololu step down regulator for 12 volt output because this FC has no back, so I had to put in this pololu step down, and like this all the LEDs are perfectly powered with 12 volts. The reason why I flipped the whole frame upside down, regular position is this one, and I'm gonna go like this one, is because of the CG. When I have the prop position here, the CG should be as exactly as possible on the level of the props, and the battery sits on top, and like this I have some weight underneath the props, and I have some weight of the frame and the battery on top of the props, and like this center of gravity is pretty much exactly on the prop level. All the new wiring I did looks way cleaner than the wiring on the old solution. Now I'm pretty happy with the solution, how it came out. What I also did is put some white foil on the bottom plate just to increase the visibility in the air. The top plate is black, the bottom plate is white, and like this I can see the position in the air of the quad, and also the size of the quad itself makes it way easier than with a 5-inch or even smaller quad you wanna fly line of sight. So enough talking now, let's jump right into the flight footage. Thanks for watching, I hope you liked the video, have a good time, happy flying, bye bye.